country all these years later.
Yeah, not only across the country, I went to Spain too. It's been an incredible experience. Obviously, when you make a movie, you've heard this before, you don't think it's gonna become a cult classic. Sometimes I read a script for a movie and then I think, oh, this movie's gonna be good. And maybe I'm in the movie. And then I see it and I go, no, it didn't really work. And then sometimes I don't think the movie is so good, and then it turns out a little bit better than I thought. This movie, everyone liked it when we were working on it, but we were very young. And this was a very big role for me at this time in my career, and it turned out to be really great. And it has, I'd say, garnered cult classic status over the years. So even though it's the 40th anniversary and I met so many people and they say, how much the movie meant to them, or they watched it when they were 7, where were your parents? It's still mesmerizing and amazing to me that I think it's even gotten more popular over the last number of years, So I really appreciate you guys, because, a lot of you have seen it and you're here again to watch it. How many have seen the movie? Okay, so is that like half? Okay, how many haven't seen the movie? Okay, that's like, maybe 25% of the audience haven't. That's pretty good, actually.
How many of you mind spoilers?
Okay, fuck you. We're just gonna talk about the movie, because I'm here, and we're doing the Q&A before the movie because it's raining. And I was afraid to drive home late at night, and I said, please, can we do it before? Anyway, so thank you for that, and just, appreciate it.
We'll be sort of mindful,
Yeah.
sort of, maybe. But Barbara, could you talk about how you ended up doing Reanimator? Because you had done a little bit of theater, you had done television, you did a couple of movies. How did Reanimator land on your plate?
Well, that's a very good story, Jim, because the girl who originally got the part, her mother read the script, and then she said, oh no, you're not doing this movie. And I had not auditioned for it, and so they had to have another audition, another casting call, and I was brought in, and Jeffrey Combs had already had the part, and I don't think Bruce Abbott had the part yet, so I came in, and Stuart came from the theater, and we did a lot of rehearsal in an audition, which never happened to me before. Came in, read some scenes, and then Stuart would say, okay, go back out, and here's some direction for you. Go back out, work on that, and come back in. Okay. So we did that maybe 5 or 6 times, and I remember thinking at the time, wow, that Jeffrey Combs is a really good actor. I hope he gets the part. Not knowing he already had the part, and he was actually reading against myself and Bruce and some other Megs and other Dans. And I think we were there for like 3 hours. Many of the people started leaving, and then, they were, I read with other guys as well, other Dan Kimmons, and then at the end of the day, it was just myself and Bruce Abbott, and I was like, oh, okay, this looks kind of good, so maybe. And then, I got the part. And I wasn't afraid, I didn't let my mother read the script.
Now, you didn't let your mother read the script, but what were your thoughts on the script? Because obviously it's a mix of horror and humor, and a lot of crazy shit happens in it.
The funny thing is, it didn't read as funny on the page. And I think that's a tribute to Stuart Gordon's sensibilities, because if you read anything about him, he, rest in peace, was a very funny individual, and I think he mined a lot of gold for the humor, and also Jeffrey Combs really played up the humor. I mean, originally in that script, if you read the script, Dan Kane is the main character. It's his story, it's his journey. But Jeffrey's characterization of Herbert West was so over the top and compelling and so robust that he kind of took over the movie, you know, in